What's going on, everyone? My name is JX, and welcome back to the channel. Today we have another Summoner's Choice reveal on my channel, this time on Spider-Punk. This punk rocker is a freaking cool character. I mean, just first off, being a punk rocker is cool. I mean, at least you can connect there, right? No, dude, he's seriously cool. So he comes from an alternate universe, if you don't know. He's Hobby Brown, and basically gets bitten by an irradiated radioactive spider, and it was basically from dumped nuclear material from different companies, making the planet a worse planet because they suck. And he basically fights back against them. It's a really cool character. Definitely someone I can connect on that level. You'll obviously definitely recognize him from, you know, the Spider-Verse events. You'll recognize him from Across Spider-Verse Part 1 that he'll be in. You'll recognize him from Ultimate Spider-Man, the TV show. You'll also recognize him from the Spider-Man game because he's got an outfit as him as well. There's lots of cool stuff, lots of different synergies I'll talk about later. But the main thing I wanted to talk about is this dude. You know what makes him, like, he has all the powers of Peter Parker, but what makes him so different, he's a punk rocker who's got a guitar. And you know, when I think of someone with a guitar in the contest, I'm like, how can that work besides bashing them with the guitar? Is try to create a sonic ability for them. We've seen Black Bolt with his scream, but not do any unique debuffs against the opponent. With Spider-Punk, obviously I think he'll be the science character, but I think with, you know, the guitar and actually, you know, using sound waves against the opponent could create some really cool possibilities. And I kind of talked about earlier about the Year 8 narrative roadmap and possible Spider characters, and so I've talked to a lot of people about Spider-Punk among other Spider characters, and Brendan B. McGee actually thought about like having two different damage types, and talked about root and ensnare, and it really made me think like, yo, let's root the opponent, because, you know, webbing, something I always thought Spider characters should have, and ensnare them, and then maybe do a guitar riff, and maybe you can do different guitar riffs and that does different debuffs, or, you know, just do a lot of burst, you know, actual damage from energy damage from the sound burst, and then maybe physical damage by hitting them with the guitar, which will be physical damage, and you could just kind of go through the different types. And there's a lot of cool things you could do, and I think for sure he'd work that way. You know, the webbing as well, we haven't seen a Spider character come out with any type of using the webbing against the opponent that way. I guess with different cartridges as Far From Home Spider-Man, but besides that, I think like this guy could be really unique, especially with the guitar riffs. I think it'd be really cool. Like Hawkeye, you know, you had that slow time mechanic. Maybe you can do like a slow time mechanic on doing guitar riffs or different type of things like that. I think would be freaking sweet. And yeah, he's just a cool kid. Like I think I really like this guy. Definitely from his origin story, you can kind of connect on that. You know, fighting companies who are, you know, making the planet worse, and it's just so cool. Now, Captain Anarchy is actually from his universe, and they fight back against them, and it's just like the anarchic Spider-Man. So pretty cool. You know, I really like that. Synergy wise, there's lots of different possibilities. This dude obviously comes from the Spider-Verse actual event in the comics. He's going to be from Across the Spider-Verse Part 1. He was in the Ultimate Spider-Man. It just has, you know, all around has connections to everyone from Spider-Verse. It's pretty cool. He's from an alternate universe who gets brought into the Spider-Verse. So it's kind of cool, his contrast to his 616 character I'll talk about later. But obviously on screen I showed the Ultimate Spider-Man in the middle, and so that kind of gives him synergy connections to quite a few different characters. For sure Iron Fist, Luke Cage, Classic Spider-Man, Agent Venom, among other characters if they come from the show or who have appeared in the show. You also have you know, actual Spider-Verse characters we have in the game. We have so many, you know, Spider-Man Symbiote, Penny Parker, you know, Spider-Man Stealth Suit, you know, Agent Venom, Anti-Venom, like, I guess not Anti-Venom, but you get the point. Like, there's so many Spider-Verse characters we have in the game that could benefit from them, and even future ones as well. And yeah, so there's lots of possibilities. But another thing as well, what makes him unique is obviously his 616 counterpart, Hobby Brown of 616, became the Prowler, and just recently became the Hornet. So, you know, if they would kind of connect the two characters, the two different variants together for synergies, you have lots of different ones. Like Hornet, you have him against the symbiotes like Null, Anti-Venom, Venom, Agent Venom, Spider-Man Symbiote, Red Goblin, etc. As Prowler, connect him to different stories he appeared in as Prowler, maybe Miles, actually with, you know, Uncle Aaron actually also being Prowler. You know, for the comics, Daredevil, plenty of characters. Like, this dude is going to have a lot of synergies, in my opinion, especially being someone who, you know, I think will be pretty just unique, because, you know, you think about Spider-Verse characters and you're like, hey, what's unique? You know, what Penny bring to the game? Uniqueness, Spider-Man 29, Spider-Man Supreme, like all these characters recently have brought in new mechanics, and I definitely think he's gonna bring in Sonic abilities, and I'm so excited to see if, you know, if he wins the vote and he comes to the game, how that'll play. You know, it's really cool. All right, everyone, that's going to be my video on Hobby Brown. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think he could work differently? What do you think? Who are you voting for? Let me know in the comments. I think I'm still voting for Deathlock, just my personal opinion, at least from what I've seen. And yeah, it should be a really cool vote. I hope you guys have a fun time voting and campaigning. It's going to be a really cool event this year. And thanks so much for watching. That's it from me. Peace out, everybody. Good night.